Hi everyone! I just got ready! Tonight I have a Chinese New Year event to attend at the Mandarin Oriental Mayfair, and I've never been to that hotel, and this is my first time attending a cocktail event for Chinese New Year, so I'm quite excited. We welcomed the Chinese New Year about 12 days ago in Southeast Asia, but it's still very much winter time in London. It's very cold and raining outside, so I think I'll take a taxi. And I put on this satin dress because it's a cocktail event, so I want to look more like a springtime look. This event is hosted by a fashion brand, so I hope I look okay. I'll show you my look, and I put on some spring makeup by Dior. So I thought maybe I'll share some of the makeup products I use, because some of you asked about my beauty products in the comments, and this is the limited edition. This is called Pink Mamiya 812, and I'm using the same lip gloss. On my lips I have this lipstick. It's by Clé de Peau. It's the limited edition as well. Sorry, all the products are limited edition. And this is called Radiant in Pink. So I put a little bit lipstick, and then on top I put lip gloss, and I'm very happy with the look achieved by this eye palette. It's very much like spring colors in one palette. Let me quickly show you my outfit, and I'm actually going to move back to Asia because I've been thinking about it for a long time. The winter is too long in London, and also I think Asia is a bit better for single women. So I think for tonight I'll just keep it light and upbeat and try to mingle with the others. And yeah, I'm leaving in about 1 month, so I can't believe it. It's so short. My time in London is quite short, much shorter than I anticipated. I thought I'll stay here for many years, but I think I'm going to Japan in the spring. So if you see someone who looks like me in Japan, it must be me. Anyway, I'll show you my outfit, then I'll take a seat and I'll talk to you a little bit more about my move. And these are my roses. They're so pretty. I bought them myself. But Valentine's Day is coming in 4 days. Today's the 10th. So I wish everyone a really sweet and romantic weekend with your loved ones. Anyway, in my Paris video, I was like having sleepless nights in Paris because I was thinking if I should move back and when should I move back. And I've decided that this is my last month in London. This journey is much shorter than I expected. I thought I'll stay here for many years, but 1.5 years I think is still a very unforgettable and incredible experience. But I think as a single woman living in Asia is much more convenient, and it's easier and cozier. I miss the sunshine, I miss the warmth of the people, and also the climate. So I'm moving back. Yeah, this is my last month. Maybe this event is also my last event in London, and so I'm still very grateful for the opportunity to go out and socialize and to mingle. And so I hope to meet new friends still. We can still keep in touch. The world is a very small place. It's very convenient. 4 flights from Hong Kong to London every day, so I can still come back to the UK. You know, I can still come back next month after my move away, but I won't be living here, so I'll always miss having this apartment in the heart of London that I can go to Mayfair to attend a glamorous event with a short taxi ride, just like 15 minutes, and I can come home. And I always remember living solo in London. Thanks for joining me on this journey. And yeah, from now on, I'll be quite busy because I need to sell my furniture. I need to arrange my move. And I'm still thinking about doing one last day trip in London, outside of London, like to Windsor Castle or to Hampton Court Palace. But it's been really gloomy and windy and very cold. It's like 1 to 2 Celsius outside. So let's go outside to this Chinese New Year event and check it out. Hi everyone! I just got changed. I had a shower. I went to yoga class this morning and I cooked seafood lunch, and so yeah, I'm feeling quite well, having a little wet wine. Because yeah, last night, yeah, the central heating is off once again because last night I woke up at this morning I woke up at 5 o'clock and couldn't go back to sleep, so I had breakfast at 5 o'clock, and the night before they turned off the central heating. I don't know when, but I woke up at 3 and I could not go back to sleep, and I stay up until like 6. So it's been quite a bit rough. That's why I'm having a little wine because it's so cold this week. It's freezing cold this week. And I wish I could talk to you outside, like walk and talk, but I'll probably walk this way. So I would prefer to talk to you indoors. And the snow is coming, is expected across the UK this week. But yeah, my first winter, I think I'll always remember it because I got quite sick. I think it was about getting used to the germs in UK, and I was quite sick, and they turned off the central heating throughout December. I remember I kept waking up mid of the night and I missed my family, and it was like really terrible. My first winter. So last year, my second winter, I did not notice it for December. And also for January, I slept through the night. Maybe they turned it off, but I didn't notice it. But yeah, last night and the night before was really noticeable. I woke up from like freezing cold, and I don't know, I don't get it. Maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's the building that I live in. It's like a Victorian building, so it's like 200 years old and probably doesn't retain heat that well. Yeah, if I ever move back to the UK, I want to live in those new apartments with floor heating. And yeah, so I can sleep through the night. And I just contact the shipping company. So I'm using the same shipping company that I used from Hong Kong to London and then my way home. And so yeah, it's quite I feel so exhausted. I don't think I'll move again by myself, like fly solo like this, because it's a lot of work. And so I'm selling my furniture and I need to buy new furniture for my new home. It was a major life decision to move here, and now it's even a bigger decision to move back. So but I think it's, yeah, I go to these parties. Last night the party was quite nice. I enjoy it. They serve cocktails made with Chinese wine, Chinese white wine, and and spirits, and they have a very distinctive taste. So I just went for a non-alcoholic, really boring drink to go with. But the canapes are really nice. The canapes, they serve Korean food, and it was surprisingly good. I didn't have high hopes when they gave me like Korean chicken and sushi rolls, but they were surprisingly good and up to my standard, my Hong Konger standard. So it was the venue was a very small bar downstairs, so it's the lower ground floors at the Mandarin Oriental Mayfair. And as a fan of MO, I've been a long time member of Mandarin Oriental. It's nice to discover another new hotel. The staff were really friendly and warm, so I had a great time. But it was more like a business gathering for the people in the fashion industry, because the party was hosted by a fashion brand. So a lot of people, I believe they're from the fashion industry. They were all very stylish and young, and it was quite a cheerful atmosphere going on. I could not film that much because it's a very small venue, and I need to respect people's privacy, and so I had to socialize as well. So I kept talking to other people. I did not take that many footage of the event, but it was nice. I think once I moved back to Asia, I'll always miss, when I look back this video, I'll always miss my days in London. Although it's very tough, it's been one hell of a ride. It's been a very tough journey. I didn't go that deep. With my YouTube videos, I try to talk about the positive side, although some of you guys in the comment section say that I'm always complaining and whining, but it's not. I go to yoga class, I go to all these parties because I really wanted to figure out if it's my own problems, if I have like an emotional problem, or if I'm, psychologically very isolated and damaged by my move to the UK. But I can assure you it's not. It's a very depressing atmosphere going on. And other people are kind of, I guess maybe seasonal disorder, and also it's the overall atmosphere in the UK and also in London. The economy is not going well, and with the rising cost of living, the cost of living is really high. I pay a lot, like council tax, electricity bills, water bills, all the bills are going up. And some of you guys wrote in the comments saying that I'm super rich, that's why I enjoy my life in London. But that's not quite true. I do feel the pressure of the cost of living, and because some of them really don't justify themselves, the prices. Like I look at the price point for like a small apple tart that's a Ely cafe in South Kensington that I go to quite often, and they have a small apple tart. It's very small, it's like £7 or something. And London is very expensive compared to Hong Kong, and Hong Kong is already very expensive. So that's why in my mind I always think about going to Japan, because Japan with the exchange rate is really cheap. Like everything is like half price compared to London. And as a woman, like with my age, I feel like I really want to keep dressing up and looking good when I go out. I want to be able to, wear my jewelry. And actually at the party last night, I did not dress up that, like, I really toned it down. I only put on one little ring and my earrings. Ideally, I want to layer, put on more jewelry and, sparkle and look really festive. But nowadays, I really try to tone it down, because in London, I've heard stories where people, walk around and they got robbed, and I've seen handbags being stolen in my local cafes, and it's quite a shock to me because South Kensington is one of the most expensive areas to live in the UK, and also of course in London it's like a top neighborhood. But I've seen like people who complain in the cafes, like they just had their handbags stolen, and if this is happening in my neighborhood. I don't think I can deal with it for long term, and so I've been thinking about moving back to Asia because I really need to feel safe. I want to be able to enjoy my jewelry, able to walk down the street any time of the day, any time of the night, and feel safe, and be able to you know, enjoy my handbags and be fashionable. And yeah, I mean, if you go to these parties, you see people wearing fancy outfits, but I think all of us put on a coat or like try to hide it when we go outside, and to me that is a bit stressful to spend that much money to live in this kind of condition. If I think everywhere I go I need to make sure my handbag is you know, is right under my armpit. I don't really carry like a crossbody or a backpack in London. I make sure my bag is right here. So and if you do that every day, it gets really tiresome. And so I think yeah, moving back to Asia for now is easier for me. And in the past 6 months I can really sense this rapid decline. I don't want to be bad-mouthing the situation in the UK, because some of you guys are actually British, but you don't really, you don't seem to be aware of why we move here, why Hong Kong people are in the UK, and about our identity and all that. But I don't want to explain too much. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you can always search for information related to our situation. But yeah, of course I feel disappointed, and my plans, I had plans at my agenda, but they didn't work out that well. And the economy is not so good, and the overall atmosphere in the States, it's just everywhere is not so good in the UK. As Hong Kong people, we have a lot of emotional attachment and a lot of faith and a lot of ideals about the UK. So for me to live is not like a celebration and a release. It's not. It's a lot of sentiment attached to it. And so anyway, yeah, let's go outside and take a walk around my neighborhood and capture it for the last time. My walk, my streets in South Kensington that I always walk around. And yeah, I feel a bit sentimental, or yeah, I feel quite sentimental already. Please don't be too harsh in the comment section. I went through quite a lot. Yeah, 2023, 2024, but I didn't show it on YouTube because it was deeply personal. And also this move, I have some issue because of my family. So I can't really share that much because they're really personal. And so it's complicated. It's very complicated, my move. And so yeah, if I ever get a chance to come back and live in the UK, I prefer to live in London. I prefer to live in South Kensington, but I hope I will have a partner by then. Anyway, let's go outside. This is my street. I always walk like this to get groceries. Oh, so sad to leave. For sure I won't have views like this in Asia. So cold today. It's so cold. I'm wearing a big coat and wearing an extra jumper, and I still feel very cold. I'm wearing a shilling hat. Still feel very cold. And I think I'll take some shots. Yeah, I always miss these buildings. They are so beautiful. And I mean, I was really fortunate to find this apartment in the heart of London, and look at these private gardens. I'll show you. Look at these private gardens. But anyway, like I said, it's very complicated why I'm leaving, and just on every level. I think, yeah, it's time to say goodbye, and I don't know. Somehow I don't want to go when I walk down my street, because I just got used to everything. I don't know if that makes sense. Like standing right here, actually I don't want to go back to Asia because I just spent a lot of effort and time and money, and I just got used to everything, and now I'm leaving. But the UK, the issues in the UK are quite a lot to deal with in long term. So this is also not a good time to be living in the UK, and yeah, it's just the timing of everything. Had I, like if I came here 10 years earlier, 10 years ago if I came here, then I think I'll probably settle here. But now it's getting quite difficult. Yeah, it's actually 4 o'clock right now, and it's still bright. That means summertime is coming. Summer is coming. Spring is coming. But the flowers are blooming. And so, yes, summer is coming, spring is coming, but I won't see the cherry blossoms this year. Last year I did a video. Yeah, I shot a video in the park, in Regent's Park. And yeah, but I try to remind myself, you know, today it's not raining. It's very cold, but it's not raining. Your loneliness, like living here by myself, by yourself, actually living here solo, the loneliness get magnified when the weather is not good. So this is one point I always remind myself, don't be too sentimental, because you know the weather is always challenging, and so I would rather live in a place where I don't feel as lonely. Since I'm near Marks and Spencer, I think I'll go inside and get a pastry, and then go home and have a cup of tea and edit this video. Yeah. Anyway, I'll maybe get a friend and come and help me take some photos in my neighborhood, so I can have some photos to look back on. Let's go to Marks and Spencer. Valentine's Day is coming! So I bought some roses for my home. I think these are the last bouquet. This is the last bouquet for my London home. So I picked one that I think is very youthful. The combination of ivory, pink and red roses, they're very youthful. And I bought a fruit scone. So let's go home, have a cup of tea and put them in a nice vase. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye!